Let's dive into one of the most exciting and potentially game-changing developments in the nuclear energy sector. Oklo, the newest major nuclear company setting up shop in Oak Ridge. This startup isn't just bringing innovation. It promises an impressive $1.68 billion investment and the creation of around 800 jobs for Roane County. But here's where it gets really interesting. Oklo's plan to build a nuclear fuel recycling facility could transform the way America handles nuclear fuel supply, boosting energy security and sustainability. Oklo, a California-based nuclear startup, is making waves by choosing Oak Ridge, a city already renowned for its decades-old nuclear institutions and a growing ecosystem of cutting-edge nuclear companies, as the home for its ambitious new facility. This isn't just another plant. It's set to be the first privately owned nuclear fuel recycling center in the United States, marking a historic milestone. The project will be developed in phases, beginning with the construction at Oak Ridge's Heritage Park, on land formerly occupied by the K-25 uranium enrichment site. This location was carefully cleared for industrial use by the Department of Energy and its cleanup partner, United Cleanup Oak Ridge, and spans 247 acres. Local officials are currently in discussions with Oklo about the land transfer. What exactly does Oklo specialize in? The company is at the forefront of building advanced microreactors, compact, highly efficient nuclear reactors designed to generate clean energy on a smaller scale compared to traditional plants. Currently, Oklo has received the U.S. Department of Energy's approval for a concept design of a fuel fabrication center in Idaho, and is actively pursuing a license for a reactor at Idaho National Laboratory. Notably, while the Nuclear Regulatory Commission (NRC) rejected its initial license application in 2022, they explicitly stated Oklo is welcome to reapply, leaving the door open for future progress. Alongside reactor development, Oklo is pioneering technology to recycle used nuclear fuel in the United States, aiming to not only power its own reactors, but to strengthen the entire domestic fuel supply. So why is nuclear fuel recycling such a hot topic? Surprisingly, about 95% of nuclear fuel is not actually used to generate energy before being discarded. Recycling this fuel could radically shift the economics and sustainability of nuclear power by extracting more energy from what is currently considered waste. This has huge implications for energy independence, especially as the U.S. government has recently shown strong interest in developing a secure domestic supply chain for nuclear fuel. In August, the Department of Energy launched a new consortium to reduce reliance on foreign sources, a move partly driven by the escalating electricity demands from booming industries like artificial intelligence and data centers. When can we expect Oklo's plant to begin operations? CEO Jacob DeWitt projects that the recycling facility will be functional by the early 2030s. This timeline fits into a broader vision where the facility represents a crucial first step in a larger strategy to innovate nuclear fuel production and recycling on American soil. Another key advantage for Oklo comes from Tennessee's state nuclear innovation incentives. They are the fifth company to receive a grant from Tennessee's Nuclear Fund, which supports research and groundbreaking developments in nuclear energy. This positions Oklo alongside distinguished local organizations such as the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, Roane State Community College, and notable regional nuclear firms like Type 1 Energy. The exact amount awarded to Oklo has not been publicly disclosed yet. But, for context, other recipients have received substantial grants. $4.5 million for Type 1 Energy, around $1.5 million for the University of Tennessee, and smaller but significant sums for other regional institutions. This development raises some intriguing questions. Could Oklo's private fuel recycling plant become a model that accelerates nuclear innovation across the country? And here's a controversial thought. Might the emphasis on recycling used fuel, rather than pursuing entirely new sources of energy, slow down investment in alternative renewable technologies? What do you think? Is nuclear fuel recycling the future of clean, reliable energy? Or should we be cautious about doubling down on nuclear power? Share your perspectives and let's get the conversation started. Mariah Franklin, a journalist specializing in technology and energy growth, reports on these advances with dedication and clarity. For readers interested in supporting comprehensive local journalism, subscribing to kinoxnews.com is highly encouraged.